You need to watch this if you struggle with understanding why price controls are a bad idea. Let's break it down economically. Price controls might sound like a compassionate policy aimed at making essential goods affordable for everyone, but the reality is far more complex and often counterproductive. Picture this, it's ancient Rome, and Emperor Diocletian decides to cap prices on everything from bread to sandals. He thought he was doing the right thing, trying to curb inflation and make goods accessible to the common people. Sounds like a good idea, right? Wrong. The immediate effect was that merchants couldn't sell their goods at a profit. They either stopped selling or moved their goods to the black market where they could charge higher prices. The result? Empty shelves and a thriving black market. People still needed bread and sandals, but now they had to pay even more for them, and often in unsafe, unregulated environments. Fast forward to the 20th century, and you see the same story in Soviet Russia. The government imposed price controls on basic goods, thinking it would help the working class. Bread lines longer than a Monday morning commute and scarcity of basic goods. People spent hours, sometimes even days, waiting in line for a loaf of bread or a few potatoes. Why does this keep happening? The answer lies in basic economic principles. When the government sets prices below the market equilibrium, it disrupts the natural balance of supply and demand. Here's the kicker. Price controls mean producers can't make enough profit to invest in more production. Imagine your local bakery. The government tells them they can only charge $1 for a loaf of bread, even though it costs $1.50 to make. The baker is now operating at a loss. They can't afford the ingredients, so they stop baking. The shelves loses a vital source of food. Bread becomes scarce, and suddenly everyone is fighting for the last slice. The scarcity leads to higher prices on the black market, making the situation even worse. Not so appetizing, huh? The intention was to make bread affordable, but the outcome is the exact opposite. When prices are allowed to float, producers can sell at a profit, invest in more production, and increase supply. This is the beauty of a free market. More supply means lower prices, naturally. It's economics 101. When producers are incentivized to make more, the market becomes saturated and prices drop. But slap on some price controls and you create artificial shortages. The market can't respond to the actual needs of the people. It's like trying to put out a fire by throwing gas on it. The more you try to control prices, the more you distort the market, leading to unintended consequences. So next time someone suggests price controls to make things affordable, just remember, history shows us it leads to empty shelves, long lines, and an impoverished nation. Bread, not circuses, folks. Bread, not circuses. The lesson here is clear. Price controls are a well-intentioned but ultimately flawed policy. They ignore the fundamental laws of economics and end up hurting the very people they aim to help. Instead, we should focus on policies that encourage production and innovation. By allowing the market to set prices, we ensure that goods are produced efficiently and distributed fairly. A thriving economy is one where businesses can operate freely, consumers have choices, and prices reflect the true cost of production. This leads to a more prosperous and stable society for everyone. So the next time you hear about price controls, think about the bigger picture. Remember the lessons from history and the principles of economics. Price controls may seem like a quick fix, but they often lead to long-term problems. Let's advocate for policies that promote economic freedom and prosperity. By understanding the true impact of price controls, we can make better decisions for our future. Together we can build a stronger, more resilient economy, one that benefits everyone, not just a select few. Let's learn from the past and create a better future.